Howdy y'all and welcome back. Houston, we have a rifle. So I want to thank everyone who has chipped in so far on helping us get this rifle built. Thank you so much. Special thank yous to John Waltz, Howard Thompson, Clayton Blanc. Thank you so much. And everyone else who's kicked down so far. There's going to be a link in the description of this video to our donation page. Everything that we receive, all donations that we receive towards this build that go above the build cost are going to be kicked over to the Trevor Project. So go check the link in the description, get on board, and help us cover the cost of this sucker. We spared no expense, and I think it's going to be worth it. So if you haven't been following this series, this lower receiver belonged to a dear friend of liberal gun owners, Beverly Ann Blunt, and she passed away last year. And our executive director, Randy, was able to acquire this lower receiver from her widow, and he had it shipped directly to me. And the idea was we're going to build this as a tribute rifle. And the purpose of the rifle is to be a trainer. We do our firearms development group training here in Texas. And it is for anyone who maybe had to get on a plane at the last minute to get here and didn't want to deal with the hassle of checking on a rifle, or as a backup rifle in case somebody's weapon system shits the bed in the middle of training. We've got them covered. So we always need, one or two extras. So that is the purpose of this. And my intention in the build was to make it very general purpose, kind of anybody, even if you've never shot an AR before, you could pick this guy up, get familiar with it very quickly, get hits on target, and enjoy your training. So we wanted it bomb-proof. And in that spirit, splurged a little and went with an assembled Bravo Company upper receiver. I don't normally have Bravo Company money, but we went a little crazy, went all out, and we have an upper that wasn't put together by me. Not that I'm not capable, but there's something to be said for paying the professionals to do stuff sometimes. So working kind of front to back, we've got the Bravo Company's version of an A2 birdcage. It's a little different, but pretty much that kind of vibe. And the 16-inch lightweight fluted barrel. So it's kind of a pencil profile, really lightweight. It feels awesome. It handles awesome. The Bravo MCMR 13-inch handguard with the Bravo Company CAG, the kinesthetic foregrip there. Little Blue Force Gear U-loop holding the sling there. That's a Ferro Concepts Slingster padded. And let's see, working our way back. Well, inside we've got a Toolcraft bolt carrier group, Radian Raptor, charging handle. I've already done a video kind of on the little bits here, but we went with Battle Arms development, controls, Geisley G2S 2-stage trigger. I went ahead and swapped on a Bravo Company Mod 3 grip to kind of maintain the continuity with the Bravo Company upper. It just sort of made sense. I've done their Mod 0 before, and it was a little too thin. I wasn't a fan. I love the way this thing feels in hand, and I don't think it's going to be too big for folks with smaller hands. It's really posh. I'm a big fan of this guy. Like I said, we've got the Vortex Spitfire 1X Prism Scope up top, and ambi safety. Inside the buffer tube, we have Geisley Super 42 buffer and spring. I'll do a separate video here in the near future on the Geisley Super 42. I have them in my other AR builds. I'm a gigantic fan. I hate the sound of a crunchy like buffer and spring in there, like doing that. It absolutely skeeves me out. It has since 1993 in basic training. I've always hated that twangy AR sound, and the Geisley Super 42 system gets rid of that. And then, let's see, I've got the primary weapon systems, ratchet and castle nut, Bravo, the B5 systems, Bravo stock. Didn't quite go SOP mod. Sorry, Isaac. But I did their Bravo. It's a little thinner. It's going to be a little just easier to maneuver and a little more lightweight. So trying to keep things light. This entire package with the sling, optic, and everything is 7 pounds, 4 ounces, unloaded. And I think even more than the raw weight is the way that the weight distributes. It's going to be with a loaded mag, all your weight's going to be in the optic and in the magazine, kind of right in the center, very balanced the way you want it to be. And kind of the cherry on top there is the butterfly. For those of you who don't know, Beverly Ann was a fabulous human being and a trans woman. And her kind of trademark thing in our Facebook group is she was sharing pictures of her guns displayed on a butterfly. I think it was a bed sheet or maybe a pillowcase, but it was always butterflies. And she had several different ones that she would use to display her guns. And so it was always kind of like, but it became her trademark. And so I have hand painted, or well, stenciled on this butterfly in her memory, so that anytime we're handling or using or even looking at this damn thing, we will think of Beverly fondly. And I'm pretty tickled with the way it came out. The colors are horrendous, as were the colors of the bed sheets she used to use. So that was kind of the purpose, the point of going just a little bit like, whoa, what is that with the colors? But the upper and lower mated together beautifully. I love it when that happens. Everything about this rifle is just super, super solid. I cannot wait to get it to the range, get it test fired, get it zeroed, and we will have years and years of enjoyment out of this. So if you're a down-ass LGO member or LGC member, please think about kicking down a few bucks in Beverly's name. Like I said, everything that goes above the build cost will be put to the Trevor Project. So it's a win-win deal, and we could really use your help. So that's all I got. Next video, we'll be getting it over to the range. Until next time, be easy, y'all.